Let's make one thing perfectly clear. We Hebrew Israelites, always known as all kinds of names, colored, Negroes, Afro-Americans, which made no sense. African Americans made more sense, but we are Hebrew Israelites. Let's understand one thing. We built cities, towns, schools, banking systems, and we didn't do that with affirmative action. We built, we have so many inventions that have been stolen and patented by Caucasians / Neanderthals. It's ridiculous. Only 13% of us built more than 80, the other 87% of people in this country, mostly Caucasians, and we didn't have affirmative action, and we didn't have welfare. We didn't have none of that. So we don't need none of it now. And the reality that intelligent people realize is that when you depend on your enemy for anything, you become a victim of that person when he removes the crutch that you began to lean on that you never needed in the first place. Anytime an antagonist gives you a gift, it is not designed to strengthen you. It is designed to make you dependent. If Caucasians / Neanderthals had not bombed our cities, towns, Black Wall Street, and the other 140 banks, we would dominate this society. You see, necessity is the mother of invention, and it is what creates gods. It creates the best, it brings out the best in people. It makes us dig deep within to touch the stars above. We don't need your help. We've never needed your help. You have always been dependent upon our labor because you were incapable of taking care of yourselves. You did not take baths. You did not have sewer systems. You enslaved us because you were dependent upon us, and you still try to keep the yokes around our necks because you are still dependent upon us. You know it, and I know it too. You're dependent upon us. Your corporations are dependent upon us to work for you and then steal our inventions under the patent law. The whole idea that you would kill off Hebrew Israelites is insane. Because what would you do? You have no creative ability. You've never had any creative ability. It's always been stifled by your non-belief in yourself. Or should I call your non-belief based on the fact that you haven't created anything worthwhile. And based on the fact that you have yet to prove yourself superior to Hebrew Israelites in any form or fashion, other than with delusions and lies and false narratives which you know are not true. You know Yahshua was a black man. You know you did not discover America. You know you were not the first people on earth. You know that Egypt was originally named Kemet and they were black. You know all these things. You know, and you even have pictures of the Pope praying to a black Jesus and Madonna. In Europe, you have statues that you walk around with showing the people in the Bible as black. You know that the Bible is Hebrew Israelite history. You know that Ashkenazi and Sephardic Jews are not God's chosen people, for they are not mentioned in the Bible as God's chosen people, and the Holocaust is not mentioned as the karma for breaking God's commandments. You know all these things. I am a messenger of God, and I am here to give you a chance to repent and tell the truth and snap out of your delusions. Because your delusions on Judgment Day will not be an excuse for what you are doing now. You will not be able to plead ignorance mentally, not verbally, mentally, subconsciously, and consciously. You will not be able to deny the truth. That is my purpose here. Jesus told the disciples when he was sitting at the table with the Gentiles and they questioned him about it, he told them, I am not here to save you. I am here to save the person or people that need to be saved. This is my message to you. It is not to those who realize they are Hebrew Israelites. It is those that are in violation of God's commandments. It is to those who are doing evil, and to make sure that you know what you are doing, so that when Judgment Day comes and not your physical body is dissolved, it is in Judgment Day your soul will be dissolved. Understand this. It is your soul that will be dissolved. And when your soul is dissolved, you will no longer reincarnate. You will no longer reincarnate, but the materiality of your soul will go back to the sun, but it will produce more souls. But the souls that they produce will not have any memory of yourself. You will not have memory of yourself. And when you do not have memory of yourself, you no longer exist. You see, this hell is the sun. The dissolution of your soul is what you can consider eternity. You see, you will not be running around in flames, yelling, asking for forgiveness. You will no longer exist. You will no longer exist. It will be as if you never lived before. In the meanwhile, other souls will go on to spiritual evolution which is by design, of God. So now that you know, there will be no excuses about where you will go when your body dissolves. You see, your body, that there is no death. Your body dissolves back into the earth. You see, something from something will always be something. And your soul will dissolve, the materiality of your soul will dissolve back into the sun. What will not exist is your memory of self, which is who you are. Without your memory, you do not exist. You see, we live in the mind of God. And what is in our minds is who we are. God bless you all. Have a nice day. Like and subscribe. And now you know.